Cave Girl and the Emerald Idol. A pulp adventure in the lost jungles of the Golden Age. The jungle spoke in whispers that morning, rustling leaves, distant monkey cries, and the rhythmic drip of dew off ancient trees. Deep in the emerald heart of the wilderness, where no map dared tread, Cave Girl moved with the silence of a stalking cat. Her golden hair caught flickers of light as she swung through the canopy on thick vines, every muscle taut with power and grace. She wore the garb of the wild, a leopard hide halter, jagged fur skirt, bone bracelets, and the expression of a warrior who knew no fear. This was her home. But the jungle was not quiet by chance. Trouble had come. A column of trucks growled up the riverbed, churning through mud and snapping roots. Men in khaki and leather shouted orders in foreign tongues, brandishing rifles and whips. At their front rode Baron Vargos, an exiled noble turned treasure hunter, his monocle glinting, his heart as cold as steel. They weren't just hunting ivory or rare beasts. They were after something ancient, something sacred, the Emerald Idol of Uru, a relic whispered about in tribal legend, said to be carved by jungle spirits before time itself. The idol, they claimed, gave its holder sway over the beasts of the land. Baron Vargos planned to use it to tame the wild, or enslave it. But one force stood between him and the idol: Cave Girl. She had heard the tribal drums days before. The Bantu, a peaceful people who shared her jungle, had gone silent. Captured. She found their village empty, fires still warm, food half-cooked. The signs of a struggle were fresh: footprints, drag marks, broken arrows. Her blood boiled. That night she followed them. Like a phantom, she stalked the convoy, watching them from the trees. She counted their rifles, marked their paths, and listened as the Baron bragged of his coming empire. When dawn broke, she struck. Like lightning, she fell upon the first camp guard. A flash of blonde hair, a whip's crack, a thud. One by one, she dismantled the camp, sowing confusion and fear. Her whip tangled rifles, her dagger found soft throats. She moved too fast to aim at, and too fierce to stop. By the time the sun rose fully, she was gone, but half the Baron's men were injured or unconscious. Infuriated, Vargos pressed onward, deeper into the forbidden temple of Uru. Twisting stone corridors led him to the heart of the ruin, where a monstrous statue of a serpent loomed over a glowing green idol. It pulsed with an eerie light, casting shadows that flickered like ghosts. The Baron reached out, greed in his eyes. "Touch it," came a voice. He whirled, gun raised. But Cave Girl stood at the edge of the light, crouched on a fallen idol head, whip coiled in her hand, teeth bared. "This place is sacred," she growled. "You desecrate it." "And you," he sneered, "are a savage." He fired. She leapt. The bullet missed by inches as she crashed into him. The two tumbled into the chamber, grappling on ancient stones. He was strong, but she was quicker, wilder, and this was her jungle. With a cry, she flung him backward. His body crashed into the serpent statue, and the idol slipped from its pedestal. A great rumble echoed through the chamber. Stone cracked. The serpent's jaw opened. The idol rolled into the mouth of the beast, and as Vargos reached after it, the jaw snapped shut with a sickening crunch. Silence. Outside, the jungle stirred as if exhaling. Later, the Bantu returned to their village, led by Cave Girl. The captives had been freed, the raiders defeated, the idol was lost, swallowed by the jungle itself. Cave Girl stood alone on a cliff above the temple, looking down at the steaming canopy below. She sheathed her dagger, her wild hair catching the wind. The world beyond the trees would never understand her, but here, justice had fangs, and her name was whispered by rivers and winds alike: Cave Girl.